Hey, what's up, Geek Nation? Mania Beetle 01 back with another video, aka the Sexy Geek. Just wanted to do a video. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Had some time today, so decided to pull out all my Yankee in-person or TTM signed cards. Gotta tell you, the Yankees is my favorite team. I have been a diehard Yankee fan since I was 5. Don't want to tell you what year that was because I'll be giving away my age. Needless to say, a lot of these guys in this pack are guys I've actually seen play. So if I did buy one off a YouTuber or made a trade or something, I will let you know. So that way I'm not lying to you when I say I've met these guys or got them in the mail. So anyway, enough rambling on. Onto the collection. Was able to pick this up. It's an Enos Slaughter signed card. Didn't have Enos Slaughter in my PC. Wanted Enos Slaughter. He was a fixture of the 50 Yankee teams. I think he's won about 2 rings with the Yankees. So managed to pick this up for a pretty good price. Obviously, you don't know if it's real or not. I'm thinking it's real. I checked this out through other Enos Slaughter autographs that I've seen, and it looks pretty on the spot. So I'm gonna go with it being real. Before I continue, my criteria for these for getting a Yankee autograph is you've had to have at least played one game in a Yankee uniform. Um, Honestly, some of these that I've sent to the minor leaguers, which I try not to do unless they're a sure thing, is that they don't ever appear in a Yankee uniform. A case in point, got an Austin Jackson signed ball a couple of years ago at spring training, thinking he was going to be our next center fielder for the next 10 years, and he never even played one game in a Yankee uniform and was traded. So now I have an Austin Jackson ball that I really probably will trade if I get something in return for it. Would be looking for a signed Yankees baseball for that. Anyway, back to the collection. This one took me a while to get back in the mail. Xavier Nady signed this upper deck card. Austin Kearns, TTM, signed this top Yankee card. You can see a little bit of smudge there, but still Austin Kearns. Don Slot TTM signed this Topps card for me. Sorry about the glare on this. Finally was able to get Matt Noakes. This guy was like a white whale for me for a while. He wouldn't. Every time I sent them something, it came back either person unknown or something like that. Even when I would send to a minor league team that I knew he was working with, I guess he just didn't like me for a while or something. I may have said, but he finally signed this card for me. Jeff Weaver. This was an eBay pickup because Weaver was one of those guys that I just could never get. And again, check this out with other certified autographs. This looked pretty much on the money, so I pulled the trigger on it. Didn't cost me very much. If it's real, it's real. If it's not, then again, didn't pay too much for it. Luis Aguayo signed 2 cards for me. This one is a Don Ross card, and so is the other one. No, the other one's a Fleur. I'm sorry. Roy Smalley was like my aunt's favorite Yankee. I remember we used to go to Yankee games when I was a kid, and this lady would just go nuts for Roy Smalley. Carl Pavano, TTM. Phil Linz, TTM. Sal Fasano, TTM. Luis Tiant, TTM. This card was ticked me off a little bit, and I'll tell you why. I was waiting for about a good year for Luis Tiant. I had seen that he signed within 20 days at the most, and when I didn't get this back in the year, I thought it was lost and went out and bought a Yankees certified Luis Tiant. Next day, I get this one in the mail. So, still nice to have in my collection. Mike Stanton, TTM. Jose Molina, TTM. Wanted him to sign it last home run hit at Yankee Stadium, but he just signed it like this. So, still success. I'm happy with it. Bob Shirley, TTM. Bob Shirley is the guy known as the guy who hurt Don Mattingly's back during a locker room wrestling match. That's why they shipped him off when Mattingly hurt his back, and Mattingly was never the same player after. David Robertson, TTM. Drew Henson, TTM. Did play a couple of games for the Yankees as a September call-up, so that's why he made the cut. Aaron Small, TTM. Mike Griffith, TTM. Tom Brookins, TTM. Chen-Ming Wang, signed 2 cards from me, TTM. Gotta get a ball sent out to this guy soon. He did win 19 games for us 2 years in a row, so I would love to have a signed baseball on my signed baseball Yankees PC. Octavio Dotel, DTM. Brian Dayette, TTM. John Lieber signed 2 cards from me, TTM. There's one. And there's the other. Bob Guerin, TTM, signed 2 cards for me. He was a catcher on those awful Yankee teams in the early 90s. Billy Sample, TTM. Sample just loves to kid around with the collectors. He sent me a letter. I forgot what it was. I think it was something about the snow. At one point, a couple of years ago, we got hit with like 2 or 3 snowstorms in the New York area, and he lives in Jersey. So he sent me a letter back when I sent him the card, and he sent me a letter back with the signed card asking if we can get more snow, which I thought was pretty funny. Chad Moeller, TTM. Voltero signed 2 cards, TTM for me. There's 1. There's 2. Steve Trout, TTM. Father of Mike Trout. He was a hard autograph to get. I had heard for a while he wasn't signing TTMs, but and it took me 2 times to get him. But I think if you do get him, he's strict 1 per person. Mike Salas, TTM. Mike Stanley, signed 2 of 2 for me, TTM. There's 1. There's 2. Larry Boa, TTM. Yeah, I know he never played for the Yankees. He did coach for the Yankees, so, and plus I've always liked Boa, so that was enough for me. The fact that he coached the Yankees. Henry Cotto, TTM. Dave LaPointe, TTM. Brad Arnsberg signed 2 cards for me, TTM. There's 1. There's 2. Brett Gardner, TTM. Flash, John Flattery, TTM. Rick Rushell, TTM. Rick Cerrone, TTM. Cerrone's another one that's a strict 1 per person. Gary Ward, TTM. Xavier Hernandez, TTM. Buck Showalter, TTM, signed 2 cards for me. There's 1. And there's 2. I'm not sure if Jim Fregrosi's still alive. If he's still alive, I might send this and try to get it signed also. But I'm thinking he passed on. Glenn Allen Hill, TTM. John Olerud, TTM. Jack McDowell, Blackjack, TTM. John Rodriguez, TTM. This is a case where I'm not too sure if he actually played a game for the Yankees, but I had the card and sent it off. Russ Ollendorf, TTM. I think he signed 2 for me and I traded 1 off. Kigawa, TTM. I know he signed 2 and I think I traded the other one off and kept the Masterpiece one. Bert Campaneris, TTM. Jimmy Key signed 2 cards for me, TTM. There's 1. There's 2. Chad Curtis, TTM. Dr. Bobby Brown, TTM. Chase Wright, TTM. Jeff Karstens, TTM. Stephen White, one guy that I have in my collection I don't think pitched in the Yankees major league game ever. But it's a cool card. Sent it to him before he came up with the Yankees. Or he came up. I know he played in a couple of spring training games with the Yankees. Charles Hudson, TTM. Tyler Clippard, who's doing a great job out in Washington. Would love to have kept him for our bullpen. TTM. Fred Stanley signed 2 cards for me, TTM. There's one. And there's the other. Braden Pruitt never played a game with the Yankees, but he was a Staten Island Yankee, and I was a season ticket or a partial season ticket holder with the Staten Island Yankees up until this year. So when I saw him at a game, I got him to sign his card for me. Ron Kittle, TTM, signed 2 cards for me. There's 2. Mike Blowers, TTM. Actually, no, Mike Blowers was in person outside Yankee Stadium, and so was Jesse Barfield. Right here. Got them both the same day, too. Outside the old stadium. Love the old stadium, because the old stadium was great for graphing until the Yankees started winning again in the mid-90s, and they pushed the gates so far back that you couldn't even get the players. It was so far. I mean, you need binoculars to see these players. That's how far back they pushed them. Pushed the gates, rather. Chris Britton, TTM. Kind of looks like my friend Mark. I'm going to bust his chops when I see him. Jose Tabathy, I got him care of spring training. I don't know if he ever played a game for the Yankees. This is a guy that everybody thought was going to be a 5-tool player. I don't even think he's panned out with the Pirates. I think he came up, didn't do well, they sent him down. I'm not sure where he is right now. Clyde King, TTM, before he passed. Gil McDougall, TTM. Eduardo Ramirez, TTM. Butch Weiniger, TTM. Steve Farr, in person at Yankee Stadium. Hank Bauer, TTM. Robin Ventura, TTM. Goose Gossage, TTM. Got to get a ball out to him soon, too, for the Yankee PC. Baseballs are just so expensive, man. If otherwise, I'd be sending baseballs out left and right. Bernie Williams, TTM. Not sure. I'm doubting this is real. I really don't think this is real. This is sent to a home in Puerto Rico, and he has family. I mean, I think his house is in Westchester somewhere, so I'm really doubting this is real. But until proven, it's in the collection. Lou Piniella, TTM. Would love to get Sweet Lou on a baseball. Jim Leyritz, TTM. Doug Drabeck, TTM. Moose Skowron, who we just recently lost, TTM. Lou Burdett pitched a handful of games with the Yankees in the late 50s, early 60s, I think. TTM. No, actually, no. He was called up with the Yankees, and the Yankees traded him to the Braves, I believe, is what happened. But I still think he pitched a couple of games with the Yankees. Randy Velarde, TTM. Jerry Coleman, TTM. Roy White, TTM. Bobby Richardson, TTM. Need him on a ball. Ron Blumberg in person. Jose Contreras, TTM. Tommy Tresh in person. Steve Balboni, TTM. Don Larson, TTM. Tim Foley, signed in pen, TTM. Joe Skinner, TTM. Steve Kemp, TTM. Tim Stoddard, TTM. Javi Vasquez, TTM. Looking at the cards here, I'm going to stop the video right now and do a second part on this because it's going to run over 20 minutes. I don't know how much time I actually have allotted. I believe I can do 20 minutes, but I don't want to bore you guys, so I'll just stop it here and continue on a second video. So hope you watch the second video. Thanks for watching.